Hello there everyone. Today I'm doing a review on Malwarebytes Pro. Now, as you know, recently they've changed the website. It's looking quite good, except for this. I don't agree with that because it looks like security tool just a little bit too much. So anyway, they've got all these little links down here to all products, Anti-Malware Pro, Anti-Malware Free, and 2011 Malwarebytes Corporation. So they were falling behind. The website had been looking like how it was for so many years, and it needed to be changed. So I think that's a good idea. And obviously, if we go to products, we can go to all products, Anti-Malware Pro, and it's got little free applications that could help, with problems on your computer. And we've got Malwarebytes Anti-Malware Free, that's the most commonly downloaded one. They've got a Malwarebytes Anti-Malware Enterprise Edition coming up. I'll see if I can, get a hold of it somehow, see if I can get it on special terms or something, just so we can see what it looks like, if it looks any different or anything like that. Not going to get it illegally though, because, well, I don't like to do that sort of stuff. Okay. Some do, and I don't judge those who do that, but that's up to them. Anyway, we have consumer support, and it gives you support to anyone, and we've got friendly professional support for commercial users. So I'm guessing they'll only be friendly with you if you've bought it. Email support, you can send support to malwarebytes.org, support at malwarebytes.org, or you can enter in their support forums. And I'm not really going to go on about it, but basically in the new edition they've now included a free trial, and as we saw in the last video, I declined the trial. So because I wanted to do a separate video on it that was dedicated to it. So I'm going to go through the motions here. It's still the same install process. Very easy. You don't need to reboot afterwards. You say update and launch. So what we're testing really is its prevention abilities. So really, we're focusing on whether or not it can stop infections ever getting on the system. Forget getting them on there and then removing them. We want to know that this renowned malware product can actually get rid of stuff on the fly. And it seems like they've got a major update already, because that's what happens. It says downloading 9.03 megabytes. That's because it's a bigger update than usual. That means that they've got a new major version, so that'll be exciting. Didn't know that was going to happen, by the way. Yeah, just had a busy day today. Went to college for my taster days. School terms over next week. Gone so fast. So, this is my usual sort of personal talk with you whilst we wait for something to complete or whatever. Yep, so it's going to install the latest version. So yeah, issue fix minor updating issues, fix issues trials expiring too early, fixed GUI language bugs, fixed issue where ignore list was not honoured by the protection module, fixed issue where limited users were prompted to update an outdated database. So it looks like there was a bug there which was giving limited users a pro version feature. So if only people had kept quiet. Don't know why setup has run again, so I'll just close it. For some reason the update is now taking a longer time. Damn, it's already updated. Come on. Just since it'll take a little bit of time, I'll pause the video and we'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. The database was successfully updated from version 7035 to version 7141. So it's been updated, and Malwarebytes is about to pop up either. Right. So, Malwarebytes anti-malware trial. We've introduced a trial we have introduced a trial of the full version of the product. Would you like to start the trial? And we're going to start the trial. It's now protecting our system actively. So that means it runs down here in the tray. So we can start the scanner, check for updates, start with Windows, that's what we want to do, start with Windows. Enable detection and website blocking, so we want to have all of those enabled. So, I'm going to check for updates, so we've got the latest database. Protection is enabled. And we can say start protection module with Windows, start file execution blocking when the protection module starts, start malicious website blocking when the protection module starts, show tooltip balloon when malicious website is blocked. I'm going to go into scheduler. Now we're going to have a look at this and we're going to edit it. Now, personally, I want this thing to be updated all the time. So we're going to say real-time updates, and that means that, basically it's going to be just on the lookout every 10 minutes. And, it's going to be so cool because, you're going to have this thing running in the background, and then, it just updates itself. So that's going to be really, really good. And if you actually bought this thing, by the way, you get it for life. It's just a one-off fee, and then that's it. Malwarebytes Pro is yours forever. And we're going to say for potentially unwanted programs, we're going to say show in results list and check for removal. Peer-to-peer software. Now I know that peer-to-peer software can be good, such as uTorrent, but we're going to say check for removal for all of those because you just want to be sure. If this is going to be your grandma's computer that you're protecting, inexperienced people like that, and nothing against them, but they can, just cause havoc. If you want to stop the protection module at any time for any reason, just right click on the tray icon and click exit. Then if you want to go ahead and enable it again, you tick this box here and then tick those options as you want. So you can even start the scanner and check for updates from there. Very nice. So, without further ado, let's go. So we're going to go to malwaredomainlist.com. Domainlist.com. And open up a separate browser. And, it's going to be the same thing again. I'm just going to be testing random links. Preferably the most recent ones. and we're going to run it. Run. Lovely. Malwarebytes anti-malware has detected a malicious process attempting to start and has blocked the execution attempt. Please select an option below. Isn't that nice? Just, you get this little box and you can say quarantine. And it's gone. No hassle, it's just gone. Do the same thing again here. Oh dear. I need to test out Malwarebytes, so I'm going to. Excuse me about that. I need to disable it because we need to test it. So okay, that was dead. This is a Trojan Gozy, whatever that is. About.exe. Run. Okay, I do not like what I'm seeing. I just ran that about.exe, and now Windows is restarting. That is not good. I'm not particularly happy about that. Now, what I will say before everyone starts going bananas, Malwarebytes is not an antivirus. What I'm doing is testing Malwarebytes alone. When you have this, you're going to have it, and hopefully you're going to have it with an antivirus, because you do actually need to run this with an antivirus, so that whatever Malwarebytes does not pick up, the antivirus does pick up. So I warn you now. If you think you can put this on your computer as your antivirus, then you're wrong, because it's not gonna protect you against everything. Having said that, though, let's see what happens. So we've just rebooted. Everything looks normal at the moment. Obviously, I haven't checked Task Manager yet, which I'll do. Oh, this thing gets annoying. I'm just going to do it. So let's check Task Manager. Okay, so Malwarebytes service is running. Obviously, that's normal. And nothing else seems to be, it all looks normal. So I honestly don't know what's going on, to be honest, because let's see. Well, no. If I check out just check out the folders for a second. Go documents and settings, Tom, application data, label settings, application data, temp. Well, I don't know what happened, but we're gonna see. Don't know what this is. So yeah, forget that. So I'm gonna bring up malware domain list again, and I'm gonna continue from where I was before. So I believe this was it, Trojan Gozy. This is the next one, which is a black hole exploit kit. Okay, good. So it's literally blocked the connection to a malicious website. Now basically what it's going to do is it's going to make it so that the web browser can, try to get to that website, but all that's going to happen is going to fail. But if they could bring up like a block page just to save time, that would be good. Wouldn't be too bad. But really that did a swell job, so I'm not going to complain at all. So. And I think it's going to block it again because that's the same one. So I think for each IP address it sort of says, this address has been blocked, and then from then on it doesn't tell you, it just does it. So we've got securityupdate.exe. This is a Zeus Trojan. So let's go. And we get it. So run. And run. Comes up as a spyware.password, so this thing was going to steal our passwords. Quarantine. And it's gone. Leads to Renault's Trojan. MediaPlantWorld.net. And it's porn videos. So I don't really have Flash installed on this. And it's like a big black link here or something. And it's going to lead to movie_145.exe. Might block it. It might be blocking it. I don't know. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to put that in. And there it is again. Successfully blocked access to potentially malicious website. Type outgoing. Trojan spy. I don't think that's going to do it either. And we've got a spy C and C. Let's try this one. Loads of these never seem to work. I mean, you go there and they might have only been out for a day, but they just don't work because the administrator is a bit too clever. And it's blocked it again. Black hole exploit kit. Okay, this leads to a fake AV. And it doesn't seem to be loading up yet again. Trojan ransomware. So, this is all about fate. We might have a computer that we might not be able to get to, but we're going to see. One. And ransomware is really annoying, and it can be really scary for people who don't know what they're doing, and Malwarebytes anti-malware is going to block it. And it's gone. As long as that warning pops up, you're good to go, because, as when it pops up and it detects it, all it needs to do is delete it. It's as good as dead. This one. quarantine, and I don't need to worry about it. Very nice. Now that about.exe, which made the machine reboot, I'm just thinking that it's just something that does no harm, and it just, it might annoy you because you might be doing some work, and you go ahead and run it, and then, it reboots your computer, and when you're working on, I don't know, an email or something, or whatever it is, you'll lose that, but I don't think it does anything. And it blocked access to this website. Black hole exploit kit again. What I'm going to do at the end, by the way, is sort of back it up with itself. And what I mean is like run a full scan and just see if it missed, if the real-time protection module, whatever it didn't pick up, does it pick it up when it's, there. So we've got about.exe again. Run. Now this time, it might have been from a different maker, I'm not sure, but it's quarantined it. It will quarantine it. And it's a Trojan.fakealert. Another black hole exploit kit. There's going to be a couple of more links. That redirects your homepage for some reason. There's going to be a couple of more links, so that's going to be the last one I'm going to do right there. Info.exe. Run. Quarantine. It's gone. Trojan ransomware again. Run. Gone. And finally, Trojan ransomware. Copy. Run. Gone. So that's it. I've tested quite a few links there. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to empty my system restore points. I'm going to go to all programs, accessories, system tools, and do disk cleanup. I'm going to get rid of anything so that we're not all cluttered up. Yeah, on the disk cleanup utility, I just check everything. Compress old files. Meh, I'll uncheck that because it's taken a long time and I don't really get it. So I'll run it again. And I'll uncheck that. Okay, yes. There we go. So we're going to right click and say start scanner. Just waiting for it to pop up. Going to make sure everything's all up to date. Latest database version, scanner, full scan, C drive. And I'll be right back when the scan is completed. Thank you. Hey guys, the scan is completed and no malicious items were detected, so that's it. So that's everything we have in quarantine. So it's prevented 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 8 viruses, spyware, all that, stuff. It's all in temporary internet files because that's where it got downloaded to, obviously. And we have our logs, protection log, and this is where we have our IP blocks and our detections. And this is the MBAM scanner log. Ignore this, we've got an add button, like I said some time ago. And we've got a scheduler. You can also add a schedule, click add, say whether you want to scan or an update. You say scan, say daily, hourly or whatever. You cover if missed by, 2 hours or whatever. Repeat every 1 day. Pick a date. You can say the type. Wake computer from sleep to perform task. We can say perform scheduled scan silently from system account. Terminate program when scan completes successfully. Removing quarantine all threats automatically. That is awesome, because you could schedule this to be scanned sometime when you're not even in the house, and it can be removing malware whilst you're away. So that is cool. And we've already got this is like a schedule that you can't actually delete. So just leave that there. So you don't really need to do another update one, because that's it. I say, just do one update schedule and set the frequency to real time, and you can just simply leave it alone, and you don't have to worry about updating, and you can stick to the scanner. So let's just schedule a scan so everyone knows what's happening. So we're going to say weekly, repeating every 1 week, starting on, let's pick a day. We could say 20th of July at, okay, I guess we can't really say the time. Say full scan or a flash scan. We can say wake computer, perform scheduled scan silently from system accounts. Yeah, terminate program. Restart the computer if required for threat removal. Yeah, okay. So add, and that'll run whenever it needs to. And we've got more tools, file assassin, select a file, delete it, and then it's gone, no matter what file it is, mostly. And we've got about, one thing I don't get is that they don't seem to have a timer for the trial period. I don't even know how long the trial is, because it hasn't even said, so I don't really get that, but it works. So thanks for watching this video. That's it really. Going to be making a short video on a piece of software after this, then it's going to be it. And probably will be uploading these videos tomorrow, so I'm not going to be doing any of that tonight. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.